Okay, NBMooselover, another grouse video here, and I just wanted to do a little intro here before I play this video, and you can see the grouse just in through the little slats at the back of the picnic table, and I haven't fed my grouse for about a week and a half. I just basically stopped feeding them, and for the summer, and noticed this one this morning was sitting there, so I decided I had a little tiny bit of seed left, put it in a little bowl and snuck out, put it there, and it kind of moved away a little bit. And then I thought, well, usually it'll come back and eat. And then of course it didn't come right back right away, and a squirrel got in the bowl and started eating the seed. So and then I had squirrels everywhere. And so after a while, I noticed that the grouse was sitting there again. So I thought, well, I'll try again. And I went and I got an apple and cut some little tiny pieces off the apple and put them in the bowl. And then I put the rest of the apple in the bowl. And the grouse was coming, but he was coming so slow that I was afraid, the squirrel was going to get there first and get this apple. So I'm just going to start the video right here from this point, and you'll see what happened. And that squirrel, he was just a little too fast for the grouse. Okay, so here comes the grouse, and he's heading for the bowl, and I'm in the house filming out through a window, and I'm, whispering to him, hurry up, you're not going to make it. That squirrel is going to get that apple because he's right there off to the right. And I'll just watch what happens here. The squirrel's going to beat him to the punch here. Grouse had to get a few stray sunflower seeds that were there, and here comes that sneaky little squirrel. Grouse, he's all fanned out in defiance, but he didn't save the apple. That little squirrel, he's strong. He can handle that apple. Anyway, so the grouse, at least luckily I had cut a couple slices off the apple and cut it up into small fine pieces, so he's gonna help himself to some apple in the bowl there. And these grouse, all three of them, they learned to eat out of this bowl, sunflower seeds, and I got a lot of videos of them here eating out of this bowl. And yeah, it was a lot of fun videotaping these grouse. I never thought that I could have them come in and just feed on. They were coming in like just night after night, and they would basically just come in and sit there, or they would fly in, or they'd be sitting there, and then I would go out and put the feed out and put the bowls out, and they would just kind of move away, and then when I would go away from them and go back to the house, they would work their way back in. They were still wild, but they understood. Like they just learned that this was this picnic table thing I call the Eatery was just a good way to do it, because they recognized it as a place where they could kind of get in under it and felt a little safe, and they could eat. And they just get used to it. I mean, just like domesticating anything, And I had turkeys and deer I had to compete with an awful lot here to I was feeding birds at the same time, and just so many, things to scare the grouse. I mean, the deer scare them, and the turkeys would scare them, so, but they were having a little roundabout here, the grouse and the squirrel, and then the grouse finally went away, and he actually came back and later that evening, and he fed all around, and then he went way up in these birch trees and budded till right at dark, and then flew off into the big heavy trees behind my place, and to spend the night. But he was 100 feet up in that birch tree, right on the outer edges of the limbs, budding. So he got his crop full really good. He had some apple, and then he some seeds, and then he had some buds. So later, NBMooselover.